video in a very long time because I had a 2016 video that was supposed to come out before this and a Christmas video before that, but then my Windows got corrupted in my laptop, so I have to fix that and I'm a little delayed now. Okay, so I want to start 2016 with this video. I wanted to make a book review for a very long time now. First things first. This book is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I saw it, what caught my eye to be honest was the little lavender pastel colors, because these are like my favorite colors, and the sticky notes and the cute doodle with the violet. Many of the reviews that have come out for this book are a bit negative. It is like The Fault in Our Stars, it is like Eleanor and Park, but many of the reviews don't even focus on the book. If you want The Fault in Our Stars meets Eleanor and Park, read this. And I feel that is a very close-minded view on a book, because clearly Jennifer Niven is a different person from John Green, but regardless, the story revolves around a girl named Violet and a boy named Finch. Theodore is fascinated by death and Violet lives for the future. When Finch and Violet meet, it is unclear who saves who. When the unlikely pair teams up on a class project to discover the natural wonders of their state, they go, as Finch says, where the road takes them. This girl is struggling, and Finch is struggling. They are destined to do this together. So it's an adventure, and how they go about it. But as Violet's world grows, Finch's begins to shrink. I read this book about like 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago, because I was supposed to make this video earlier. But this book is so deep. It just unravels from there. It's in two perspectives, which I think is a very hard thing to do, but once you accomplish it like Jennifer did, Niven, girl, you know how to write. She wrote like a guy and she wrote like a girl, and I believed it. You know those books where the girl and the guy switch off and they're both talking and you see both their perspectives, but you're like, I know you're an author woman and you don't sound like a man, or vice versa. And she did very well in that. So half of the time it's Finch speaking, and then half of the time is Violet's perspective. And I thought that was very well done. And when it comes to Finch, one day he is an 80s Finch, gangster Finch, and British Finch. He'll come to school with a British accent. Many of the reviews I've seen talk about that and how funny it is. He's such a quirky character. He brought life into the story. But what people don't understand is what the book is very strongly about. Finch deals with bipolar disorder. He is never diagnosed until the very end. Ish, like when they're like, oh, you might have bipolar disorder, and he's like, I don't want to be labeled. So he's never diagnosed. It's why he acts like that, why he's 80s and 90s and he's different all the time is because he has a bipolar disorder. In the book, his chapters go from being awake to being asleep, or he was asleep at one point and he's awake now while he's telling you the story. And that's the point where it's like he's at his highest, he's happy and he's crazy and he's wild and he wants to be free and go on road trips and discover Indiana. And when he's at his lowest is when basically his bipolar disorder is taking the best of him. That is a very heavy topic. This book is, I think, a turning point in 2016. It is becoming a movie, and I feel that's going to be a great success because it's a very realistic book. And I researched what Jennifer had to say about her story, and this book is based off of her life experience. She did meet a boy that had a bipolar disorder, and he was diagnosed with it. And then the story is, you know, made up more of a funny story, more teenage vibe to it. But reading the book, you can sense that it's a real story. It's a real situation, something that really happened. Violet Markey is, I'm just remembering all these things. She was popular. She was dating the popular boy, and her life turned around. She used to have a website with Eleanor, which is eleanorandviolet.com, and she would love to write. She would love to get her opinions out there, and once there's like a shift in her life. She stops writing, she drops everything she used to love, she closes in, and that's when Finch comes in and pulls her back out. Throughout the story, she creates this new website. It's called Germ Magazine, and actually Jennifer Niven created that website in real life. And I think that's very unique. If you search up the website Germ Magazine, it's all about tips and beauty and books, and especially now about this book that she published, which includes that website in it. I thought the book was so unique. I mean, she didn't make up the places in Indiana. Since they're making the book a movie, they're actually traveling to some of the places they went to because they are real. And that is so unique to me. She brought this story out, a very personal story out. I think that is the bravest thing, because people are saying, oh well, near the end, you focus more on Violet, or the ending is not explained properly. Well, how would Jennifer be able to do that if she didn't actually talk to the boy, or if she didn't actually get the boy it's based on and be like, hey, you wanna tell me how you felt at this point? Because she can't. So it's a very realistic book. The creativity there is to it, there are things like these sticky notes that have a symbol. They are a symbol and they have a meaning in the story. And throughout the story, I mean, that's such a creative way. And then you put it on the cover and you're like, wow, I understand. There's Violet and there's Finch, but even their families are a big part in the story too. And they're very well, like, I don't want to say like stereotype, but like, you know what kind of people they are, right? So it's like, oh, these are nice people, these are bad people. It's not like they're bad people, but it's just maybe ignorant or indifferent. Cry Me a River book type of thing. You will cry. There was about 80 pages left and I was like crying, but not like you tear up because, you know, it gets to you, it's emotional. No, I was pouring, I was dripping, I couldn't see the page and I kept trying to read. I was like, hold on, tears, I'm trying to finish it. And there was still 80 pages left and I was already bawling my eyes out and I had to keep going. So it is a very sad book. You can sense it from the beginning, but I enjoyed it. I love the families, I love Finch, I love Violet. I enjoyed the end. It's a romantic book, but about teenagers, about high school, about problems, about family. It's very realistic. Like I said again, it is based on her personal experience, but the book touches you. Also, as soon as I finish reading the book, there's this thing with me. I do something and I'm fully invested in it. So I searched her up on Instagram. I searched up Germ Magazine. I even made it my background, right? I follow her on Instagram and guess what? She followed me back. There she is, Jennifer Niven. Followed Gina Passaran. Shout out to my boo, because we're best friends now. So last but not least, it's a very relatable book. I read it in a little bit like 5 days or a week, and my sister then read it like in 2 days. She said it wasn't cheesy at all, and I agree with that. It was very realistic and relatable. There was also some parts where his last name is Finch, so he's Theodore Finch, and then people call him Theodore Freak. So the book deals a lot with bullying and issues people ignore. There's also the bullying that people do that unconsciously creates problems. And that, I think a lot of us can say that has happened, or you witness that people are bullied, you witness problems, you need to help somebody that has a problem, and that's very realistic and very powerful. It's something that happens a lot in our society, and lately, like anxiety, depression, all these things that teenagers like me, we are dealing with things like that, and we need help. I think it shines a light on it. Jennifer Niven does a very good job of bringing that into attention, bringing awareness to it. And what life gave to you, you have to make the best of it, and that's what she did with this book. She made it the best she could, her experience with it, and it's very realistic. Yeah, she has like bullying, abuse, mental health, or suicide prevention, stuff like that. Diagnosing mental illness, helplines, and survivors that you can contact. And I mean, that just speaks for itself. She actually made the magazine that's in the book. she used her personal experience and used it in the book. It's really you in this book. And she seems like such a nice woman, like for writing something like this. I really enjoyed it, my sister enjoyed it. And it's for a very mature audience, but I recommend it 100% because it's a life-changing book. I still thinking about it, still struggle with it. My background on my phone is a little picture from it. And I cannot wait for the movie. I cannot wait for everything Niven is making. I just wanted to make this video to basically shine a light, show you all the bright places. Okay, all the bright places and a light. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this book review. Comment down below if you have read this book because I would love to speak with you guys and let you know what I thought of it and what you thought of it, and we can actually share the details between us. Please comment if you haven't read this book and you've been wanting to find a book that is very meaningful and has a good message. I recommend this. You will not go wrong. It's The Fault in Our Stars. It's like right up there. It's a very good book. And I will be making more videos later on, and maybe in 2017 I will make a review on the movie and I will go to it because I cannot wait. And if you guys want anything, comment down below, subscribe, share my videos with all your friends if you enjoyed this, share it wherever you liked. Thank you for everybody that's supporting me and has stayed with me, and even though I haven't made videos for a very long time, I keep getting subscribers and everybody that messages me, and I am really thankful that I can make this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Read this book. Read it! That's all I have to say.